It's been snowing. It snowed. That's probably enough snow to go riding, right? It's been snowing here in Alberta, and today is actually the first day of fall, and it shows. So I got the M8. It's all ready to go for the year. I get questions day after day if I'm gonna be on an Alpha this year or not. I'm not saying. I mean, the M8 needs some work. It doesn't need some work, but it's gonna get some work. So I got a bunch of parts I'm gonna throw on it. I'll do those another day. But at the same time, if I'm gonna ride it, I don't know. Think about it. Why would I be putting all this work in if I'm not gonna ride the M8 this year, the old white one? But then on the other hand, if I'm not riding the Alpha, why am I still talking about it? But moving on, today's video is not about the Arctic Cats. Today's video is about the old Phazer. Or a week back, or 2 weeks back, whatever it was, I did a video of me starting up the old M8s, and of course started up after 4 pulls. I didn't bother starting the Phazer, so how about today we try to start up the old Phazer and see how it's doing. If it'll start. I don't know. I have my doubts, but we'll see. It might. I did do the carbs last year in it, but it's been giving me some problems lately. Never done a compression test. I'm scared to. Let's see if the old girl starts. How you doing, you old girl? Okay. So on this one, I didn't do anything to winterize it, which I should have, because it is the carbureted one. That was the fuel injected one, so that one can actually take it. But I didn't drain the carbs. I didn't run fuel stabilizer through. Did clean the carbs at the end of last season and put new fuel in it. Fuel degrades pretty fast. Probably 6 months ago, but I think it'll still fire up. It did get, one thing it did get was, brand new shiny spark plugs. But, let's give her a few cranks and see if she'll go. the Phazer lives. It is starting to snow harder now. It seems like every time I think about posting or selling this thing so that everybody goes nuts on the channel and tells me not to sell it, tells me to keep riding it, and I do. And then you get videos like this. Or every once in a while you get a good video like this. Anyways, I'm trying to make a video over here. No big deal. But it's still a cool machine. It's fun to ride. It's something different. That's for sure. With it being the first day of fall today, the day I'm filming this video, show season is upon us. It's where all the sled shows start kicking up. We got one here in Alberta, in Edmonton. We're going to be up there on the 13th, the Saturday, checking things out, you know, saying hi to old friends and, yeah, doing what we usually do. We usually buy something. In addition to that, the channel actually has some new support this year. So I'm not going to say who or exactly what the deals are going to be or nothing like that because we're still talking. But you know, it's performance parts, aftermarket parts, stuff like that. So you should be seeing some pretty cool things as long as everything pans out in the channel this year. It's so great to see Syxxes growing. It's been slow, but you know what? It's been a lot of fun. Pretty much everybody in our crew is talking about getting a new sled this year. And I'm getting a phone call. Yep, don't recognize that number. Pretty much everyone in the crew is talking about being on a new machine this year, which, I mean, quite honestly, that happens just about every year. But this year, things seem a little more serious. I don't want to give away what anyone is doing, but I think it's very possible this year that you could see a fleet of 3 to 4 new machines. I think it's going to be a cool year. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, I feel like I've gone on way longer than enough here, and I should have just made it a second video. If you want to stay up to date with what we're doing, make sure you ring that bell, subscribe to the channel. We've got, you know, new videos every week, every few days I try to do, but you know what, that's it for me today. Not enough soda sled yet, so let's put her away. We'll see everybody in the next video.
Oh boy.
Spaghetti?
Yeah.